We need to make sure that we work together for good, for what God has in store for us. So behind me is a wolf, and one of the things that wolves are known for, good things, is that they travel in a pack. Wolves are incredibly dangerous because they have teamwork and there's unity and they cooperate, which is just crazy because the animal itself is not that impressive, but when they work together, they can be, which is a great analogy for the gospel, because we are meant to be a body of Christ. There's imagery of like hands and feet and things like that. We have different things that we do and we specialize and we have strengths in that God uses to create a good and strong team. It's interesting because I know I was looking at some stats of like lions and tigers, that tigers typically have the stronger stats, but if there were to ever be a lion and a tiger meeting in the wild, the lion would win because they work together. And the enemy knows that about us as well. So when we work together, we're unstoppable. It actually says back in Genesis, it says if they work together in unity and they have one language, they have a commonality, nothing would be impossible for them. But in that instance, it was a negative thing. We need to make sure that we work together for good, for what God has in store for us. And that unity is impressive. And not only impressive, it is needed. So there's a story that talks about the armor of God. It talks about the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, and we have a lot of other pieces of armor. But all the armor, if you look at it, is frontward facing, which leads you to wonder, well, what's in the back? At the very end of Ephesians 16, in Ephesians 16:18, it says to pray for all the Lord's people. So it leads me to believe that the armor on your back is your brother's prayers for you. So even if you aren't linked up together hand in hand on the mission field, you can at least pray for your brother and have that unity. So in the same way that these wolves travel in a pack, and it's very admirable, we need to make sure that we have that kind of pack mentality, working together for the gospel. It's not only beneficial and helpful, it's necessary and needed, because there's a real enemy out there that would love to separate you from the body of Christ.